Hey guys, I know I look a little disheveled. I had a beanie on. Let me tell you, um, no beanie is better. So whenever I do my book reviews, the War of Art, it's a little flashy right here with the background light, but I always like to do them right after I get done reading them because it's usually after like a strong spurt after, and a lot of things are still there mentally and captured, and it helps me to remember it. But this book has been fantastic. This is actually a book. I ask every time I finish a book now, almost every time I post on my Instagram and Facebook, and I ask for recommendations. I do that because a lot of people have already that who are colleagues and friends have good taste, and they're this similar taste and are trying to grow in similar ways. And I also ask my mentors of books. So like ask Quincy, it's like, hey, is there any self-help book that you'd recommend or anything like that that you liked? And he recommended The War of Art. And what this book is about is the subtitle of it is Break Through the Blocks and Win Your Inner Creative Battles. And that's exactly what it's about. It's about overcoming. They have technically three books in it. They're like 50 pages each, and sort of each tackle a different thing. I look at them as like 50-page chapters, but it's a fantastic book that I know sometimes when you think of art, you think of creativity and this and that, and there's some aspects of that, but the topics covered in here are more about a mental fortitude, in my opinion, that a lot of developers can grow from. And I found some of the items in here that I think I've been successful at that have helped me be a good software engineer. It was nice to sort of make those correlations. So what I want to do is talk a little bit more about the book and check it out. Hey guys, before we jump into the video, if you're interested in preparing for your next technical interview, your whiteboard interview, might I recommend my course, You 100 Algorithms Challenge. It's over 8 hours of content and 100 different problems where we're solving the various sort of whiteboard problems that you're going to be seeing in traditional algorithms as you dive in deep and make sure that you can go and ace those JavaScript technical questions. And it's a real fun course. I'm really proud of it. But yeah, check it out. Linked in the description below. So there's really three main parts of this book. And the first part, I think, is so the first two parts, I think every software engineer, especially every aspiring software engineer, can really relate to and grow from. And they use this work for essentially procrastination called resistance. And it's all about how we play games on ourselves to not do things. And it's so many times I've heard you guys come to the live stream and be like, Dylan, I just sit down and nothing comes. And Dylan, I shouldn't say it in a whiny voice because it's not whiny. It's like you're going through stuff. But I've heard it so many times, so I apologize because you are trying, but maybe you're not trying hard enough, or maybe you don't know what you don't know, and you don't know how to tackle that feeling of I want to learn, but I have trouble sitting down. I have trouble doing. I have trouble growing like that. And that's what the first chapter is about, or the first book rather. And there is a lot of moments like that where I just thought, because I've always thought of software engineering as an art, as a craft. And, no one's good at a craft from the get-go. It takes time. It takes energy. It takes somebody to sit down and do it and force it. And it's one of those items where you really have to make active efforts in a lot of things in life, and especially in software engineering. And if you let this procrastination, if you let this resistance, if you let all that seep in, then you're not going to get anywhere. The next part was about what it means to be a professional in the field, or in a field, right? And about how when you take stuff seriously, like you go to work, right? You're a professional, right? Whether you want to do it, doesn't matter. You do it. And the way that a lot of this is written is in each one of these chapters, there's like 1-page blurbs. Sometimes, I mean, like here, take a look at both these. Like those are each, resistance is universal. I'll read that to you real quick. This is about like the mental aspects and the challenges that come with thinking these things out. We're wrong if we think we're the only ones struggling with resistance. Everyone who has a body experiences resistance. And so the point being that like people, we all suffer with these things in different ways, but we all make the attempt. We all, or I should say we all, people who are go and learn and are successful, they do it because they make the attempt and they show up and they do, and they continue to grow even if it's still there. And I think so often people are trying to eliminate that underlying feeling that is like it's not going to ever be there, or you're not going to be afraid, or you want a 100% chance of success. There's no 100% chance of success, and that's okay. So the professional aspect is about what it means to show up and why it doesn't matter if you're failing, right? And like there's a line I read and I shared on one of my stories where something along the lines of the professional knows that it's better to be in the ring with the bull getting the shit kicked out of you than to be in the stands or in the parking lot. And what that basically means is that don't be afraid of failure. Don't be afraid of being stomped out, because eventually you won't be. And it's better than the alternative, right? And so often you have to take that mentality. Now, the last part is the more sort of, it's about the muse. And this was the part I had the hardest time relating to, because it's more theoretical, a little bit religious-y, which is fine. I have no problem with that, but some people might. And more higher level of like, what will be, will be. I don't know how to put it quite. And it's one of those items where I think I might have to reread this to really grasp the genius of the last part. Those first two I really enjoyed quite a bit. I took it as sometimes the sense of inspiration is more than about yourself. And the last chapter of the book kind of tied it together for me, or the last section of the last book tied it together for me, where it's one of those items where you're not just, when you are an artist or a craftsman or whatever you want to talk, denying yourself. You are, and you'll have regrets for that, right? You're also denying the world in a weird way, where what you put out, has impacts. And even in software engineering, right? Like well, there's my YouTube channel, like courses, writing a book, or mentoring, or now working at Amazon and client-facing things, really going out to the world, right? And I shouldn't say now, I should say in the future, in like 1 week. But the point being that, as artists, as craftsmen, the things we do have consequences, and that's good. Consequences can be good, but to get there, we have to get through resistance, and we have to force ourselves, and we have to show up and learn what it means to be a professional, and we have to grow, and, not deny ourselves. I really like this. There's about 3 pages, which is about as long as any individual little blurb is, about your territory and defining your territory, where you thrive. And it's like, it was like Arnold thrives in the gym, right? Arnold Schwarzenegger thrives in the gym. Like, whether anyone's in a gym doesn't matter. That's his domain. That's where he thrives. That's where he does his art. And I started thinking about that. Like, there's a reason I have a home office. There's a reason and this is it. You throw a laptop, a couple monitors in front of me, I'm in it. I know how this works. I know how to put the work in and grow and grind, right? And I really like that section about territory versus hierarchy. And so so often, the critique is giving is that sometimes people just look about who's on top of who, and like that gets very old very quickly and isn't good in how broad our world is. But it when you look at, thriving in your own territory, in your domain, like where you're the guy, that's how you're sort of in your muse and things like that. So it's very good. I really did enjoy it. It's not like a book I've read before. And so if you're interested, there's a link in the description. Get a little affiliate money, all that sort of stuff. The War of Art: Break Through the Blocks and Win Your Inner Creative Battles. Really enjoyed it. And I recommend to a lot of you guys who need a shift in mentality to succeed in whatever it is you're doing, that I think you gain a lot of value. So with that all being said, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. You want to be in the book review video? Huh? Yes, you do. Oh, those are the goods. Hey guys, I just got done reading The Art of War. Excuse me, The War of Art, and it was a fantastic book. It really was, and I wanted to share. By the way, I look kind of homeless. Like I just got. It's late. It's like almost 10, and I just got done reading. And I always like to do my book reviews right after. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to check out my latest course, the 100 Front-End Interview Questions Challenge, to make sure that you ace those front-end interviews. Smash that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.